Ricky Gervais, an esteemed actor and writer in Hollywood, completely destroyed Hollywood tonight. He completely tore them a new one as he hosted the Golden Globe award ceremony, and I am so appreciative of the things that he said tonight. It is absolutely incredible, and I can't wait to share with you what he said, because he stood up for the normal thinking, common sense individuals like you and me tonight at the Golden Globes. He stood up for people who are sick and tired of the political nonsense that Hollywood continues to indulge itself in. He stood up for all of that, and I appreciate what he said tonight. He completely just went off on Hollywood. He went savage mode. The things that he said is so epic, and Hollywood absolutely needed to hear what he said tonight. So thank you, Ricky, for what you said tonight. With that being said, I'm just going to play you a quick clip of like a 10 seconds of what he said at this speech. I'm not going to play the whole thing because then YouTube's going to screw me over with that, but let me just go ahead and play this first little bit here.
If you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world.
I love that. What? Man, he served Hollywood some humble pie tonight. Let me tell you what. You know nothing about the real world, which is so true. Hollywood is so out of touch, and I've talked about this so many times in so many videos. Hollywood is so out of touch with the normal society. It's so out of touch with normal people like you and me. The people that go see their movies, they are so out of touch with us. They are so obsessed and lost in their little Hollywood elite bubble that they don't know what we want in our movies. They don't know what we want, which is why I think more and more movies are continuing to fail that are coming from Hollywood, because they don't know, they have no connection to us anymore. They're so lost about what their audiences want, what fans want from them. Ricky Gervais completely just took a dump on all of that, and I appreciate that. He dropped some epic truth bombs tonight. You know nothing about the real world. You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. Incredible. And he straight up tells Hollywood, which is just fantastic. He straight up tells these people that are at the Golden Globes, you know, just lay off on the politics, okay? Keep your politics out of your speeches and all that type of stuff, please. It's so good, man. It's so good. We need more people in Hollywood that are going to continue to speak up like what Ricky Gervais did. And if you listen to the video, then you can hear that there are people in the audience that are cheering and clapping for what he's saying, which just goes to show that I think there are people in Hollywood that feel the way that Ricky Gervais feels, that feels the way that we feel about the current direction of Hollywood. The way that Hollywood is continuing to pursue the identity politics, the woke nonsense, all of that type of crap. I think there are people in Hollywood that feel that way. And I think that's evident by the fact that there are people that are cheering during his speech. But of course, most of them don't want to speak out the way that Ricky Gervais did because they are afraid that they're going to lose their jobs, which is probably sadly true. Because if you go against the grain in Hollywood, you get completely just, you're done. You're done. So, let me just go ahead and continue with some of the stuff that he said tonight. So if you do win an award tonight, don't use this as a political platform to make a political speech. Obviously, we already covered that. So most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So if you win, come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your God, and F off, okay? And this is so true, because this is why the ratings for award ceremonies like the Golden Globes and the Oscars are continuing to die, are continuing to dwindle, because this is all that Hollywood does nowadays with their speeches. They talk about the political climate, they talk about social issues that no one really cares about, that no one wants to hear Hollywood preach to them about, but that's what they do when they get up on stage. And that's not what we want. When Hollywood does these award shows like the Golden Globes and the Oscars, we want them to celebrate film. We want them to appreciate the things that film has given us. We want them to actually talk about movies. But they don't anymore. And it's just ridiculous. And this is why I think the ratings are continuing to die. And I think they will if Hollywood continues to go in this direction. And it's not just me that feels that way. It's a lot of people that feel that way, that is why Hollywood, or, you know, these award ceremonies are continuing to die. Hollywood awards shows have taken on an increasingly political tone over the years, with many performers using their acceptance speeches to rail against the president or focus on hot-button issues. The president slammed the Academy Awards during a speech in August, saying nobody wanted to watch the annual award or ceremony because viewers are tired of entertainers disrespecting the people that won the election in 2016. Claiming the Oscars were on hard times, Trump said, you know why? Because they started taking us on. Everyone got tired of it. And I think he is 100% correct here. Whether you are a fan of the current president or not, you have to agree with what he's saying here. And I'm sure that even if whether you're a fan of the current president or not, you are sick of the continual direction of political obsession that Hollywood has taken and is continuing to take. And we're seeing more and more people like Ricky Gervais calling them out. And we need more people like Ricky Gervais calling them out. So thank you, Ricky, for what you said tonight. Thank you for, standing for the normal people like me and you. Thank you. We need more people like you to do this. I can't believe that he had the balls to say what he said tonight, but it's so necessary, and Hollywood needs to continue to get these truth bombs dropped on them. Gervais, however, peppered the monologue with references to Me Too and contemporary issues. He started off by noting that it was his 5th time hosting, and therefore he didn't care what flack he would take, which is great, which is absolutely fantastic. He even took a shot at Apple TV as well, which is pretty great. This is awesome. It's so good, man. While discussing the addition of Apple TV to the room, Gervais noted the irony of a Me Too themed show like The Morning Show being made by a company who runs sweatshops in China. You say you're woke, which is so true. And we see more and more of these entertainment companies doing this type of nonsense. I've talked about this in regards to Disney, where Disney literally took posters that had John Boyega's Finn on it for Star Wars that were sent to China. They literally took him off of those posters because China's apparently pretty racist against black people. And meanwhile, while doing that, they are preaching and bragging about how woke they are, about how sensitive they are to representation and how accepting they are of minorities and how inclusive they are. While they're saying all of that, they're scratching Finn off of the posters for China. You don't care about any of this. You don't. You're just using it as a tool, as a way to try to win over people and to give yourselves a pat on the back and to make yourselves look better to society. But really, you're all just rotten. You're all just rotten human beings. And we don't want this type of nonsense coming from you, okay? Because we know that you guys are just idiots, people in Hollywood, okay? We know this. We just want you to make good movies. That's literally all that we want. Just do your job. Just make good entertainment for people, okay? That's all you need to do. So stop with the political nonsense. Stop. Listen to Ricky Gervais, Hollywood, because he gives you some very helpful truth tonight. And of course, the SJWs are going to lose their minds when they discover what Ricky Gervais said, and I'm sure they probably have already. I'm sure there's probably articles being written right now that are taking shots at Ricky Gervais over what he said tonight. I guarantee you that's probably happening right now. In fact, if I look it up right now, let me just do a search real quick, okay? Ricky Gervais. Let's see what pops up here, okay? Let's see what we got, okay? Okay, let's see. So we already have people that are defending Ricky Gervais over what he said. Ricky Gervais's Golden Globe jokes ranked in order of D-ishness. Let's see. Ricky Gervais's Golden Globes monologue mocks Hollywood's Jeffrey Epstein times. Oh my gosh. Oh man, it's so good. Anyway, I'm not seeing too much of it right now, but I'm sure that tomorrow there's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to be just losing their absolute minds over what Ricky Gervais said tonight. They're going to be like, ooh, how can he say this? He's so evil. And it's like, okay. I could have seen this coming a mile away. We know this is the reaction that the SJWs are going to have to Ricky Gervais and the fact that he actually spoke truth. SJWs do not like truth. They don't like common sense. They don't like any of that. And that's exactly what Ricky Gervais delivered tonight, and I appreciate that. So, with that being said, let me know in the comments below what you think. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go check out the rest of his monologue because it's all really funny and it's all really good. So, go check it out on YouTube. I'm sure you can find it. NBC was the one that recorded it. So, with that being said, if you're new around here, consider subscribing to the channel as well. I'd greatly appreciate that. And I will talk to you all very soon in another video. Talk to you later. Bye.